count them out, because when they have a problem, when they have an obstacle, they come back, and they come back harder and faster and better than ever.
Megan Dowland, who started the beam routine with a fall, is probably feeling great now, watching her teammates pick her up. That's what it's all about in team competition, as we get set to watch Jordan Schwikert on the floor for UCLA.
Absolutely, and Jordan is wonderful in this event. She can throw a big score. Starting off with a nice high double pike. Perfect landing. And these athletes absolutely have to be aware of how close this competition is.
Her season high, a 9.875, the senior from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Nice high double tuck. Again, no deductions on the landing. Now, we mentioned UCLA being ranked 20th in this event. Now, a lot of that's due to difficulty level, but if you can hit a clean routine, you can still throw a big score. Getting her turn and leap series in there. And she has one tumbling pass to go, setting up for the big one. Round off 1.5 twist, punch half, right to a Shishinova.
Wow. Some flair to finish it off for Jordan Schwikert.
Great job for Jordan.
UCLA teammates are excited. This is a look at her first pass. Got things started for Jordan.
Right here, nice tight double pike. Perfect on the landing.
And it's a new season high for Jordan Schwikert. So she answers back, 9.925 for the senior from UCLA. So that keeps the competition tight as we head to rotation number 4. We're back at the Stegman Coliseum in Athens, Georgia in just a minute. Good stuff from Philadelphia. Back in Georgia as we take a look at rotation number 4, UCLA's beam lineup, and they have some work to do, and these are the 6 gymnasts that are going to try and do it.
They do, and this is going to be the toughest round because the teams are so close, but also because Georgia is so great on floor exercise, so they're really going to have to step it up on balance beam.
Yeah, take a look at the Georgia floor lineup, and we mentioned at the top of the show that they are ranked number 1 in the nation on the floor, so it will be tough for UCLA to try and catch them at this point. And we're going to start with the competition, and starting on the beam for UCLA is Kristina Comforte. Season high 9.850 on the beam, and they are going to need those scores at this point to make a run at the Gym Dogs.
And it must feel good to be back in action. Comforte was out most of last season due to shoulder and ankle injuries, but this 2-time All-American is healthy, and she is ready to go.
She's from Burr Ridge, Illinois. She's a big Chicago Bears fan.
Switch sleeve, handspring, layout, step out. Nice series. Tiny, tiny wobble. More of a balance check than anything. Jump to a sheep jump. Heels need to be right at head level or above. Nice gainer, full twist, stuck landing off the side of the beam. Very nice routine, solid start.
We mentioned her season high was 9.850. She may, and she does indeed, beat that. 9.900 for Kristina. That's exactly what UCLA needed to get started on the beam. Meanwhile, getting ready for the floor event is Cassidy McComb from Georgia.
And Cassidy's competing just floor and vault today, so she's had a long wait to kind of sit and get cold between vault and floor. That's always tough on an athlete, but she looks like she's ready to go.
Some of the gymnasts that she idolized growing up, a young woman named Shannon Miller. Apparently was pretty good. That's got to be nice.
Well, that was a nice double pike to open. It's nice that these girls were actually bored when I competed.
You know, there's videotape of your performances.
That was a beautiful triple turn in the corner.
just a freshman from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Cassidy. And I guess, Shannon, in a lot of ways, that's why Georgia is so good, because year in and year out, these freshmen come in and they make a difference in the team competition.
Absolutely. They get them in, they compete early, they get them in the lineups and shuffle them through, making sure they get some competition experience. They put them in exhibition situations. But it also doesn't hurt that, you know, the leaders and the motivators of your team are past Olympians, past NCAA national champions, and to be able to look at them every single day and see their work ethic every single day, that's pretty good.
All under the leadership of Suzanne Yakelin. 25 years in Georgia.
2.5 punch front. Wow, that was a great last tumbling pass. And this is why Georgia is ranked #1 on the floor exercise.
Take a look one more time at Cassidy's final pass.
Beautiful. 2.5 twists in the air, legs nice tight together in that front summy.
9.925 for Cassidy McComb. Terrific score for Georgia. Back on the beam for the Bruins is Jordan Schwikert. 9.900 has been her best so far this year.
UCLA absolutely has to hit and minimize any of those deductions and landings and execution errors. Flight series, handspring, layout, step out. Nice and solid. Right here, I like this series. Switch leap to Shishinova on the beam. She has a little bit more interesting balance beam routine. She throws some different skills in there that you don't see a lot. Just like this one. She kind of does a step in front summy with a quarter turn. It's not really a side summy. It's not really a front summy. But it looks good and she nailed it. Coming up on her dismount. This is a big one. Round off. 1.5 twists, and I apologize. I thought she was going to do a bit more difficult dismount. She did the 1.5, sticking at landing.
So she gets congratulations from her teammates. Jordan Schwikert's score on the beam, 9.850 for Jordan. And back to the floor, Katie Heenan.
And this is a great event for Katie. She is excellent on floor exercise, and she can throw a big score if she hits.
We just showed you the graphic. 39.725 is her career high in the all-around. If she were to score a 9.975, which is no easy task, or higher in this routine, she would set a new career high as well. So a terrific day so far for Katie Heenan.
And she had a great opening pass, front with a double twist punch front, coming back with a nice double pike. And there's just no deduction so far. She is giving nothing away. She has just come so far in her showmanship and really performing these routines. You can see the smile, you can see the connection with the audience and the judges. And if you get the right camera angle, you see all the Georgia dogs lined up to it. There you go. Watching the routine. Part of the time they'll be doing the routine with her.
And the other shot we just had showed her playing right to the judges in one of the corners right there. So showmanship, certainly a big part of it, especially, I would imagine, in the floor exercise.
You know, I think you get extra tense if you're confident enough in what you're doing to make eye contact with the judges.
Confidence not a problem this afternoon for Katie Heenan. She has been marvelous, and the floor routine, no exception.
And let's take a look at this replay of her second tumbling pass. Nice high double pike, legs glued together. No deduction on the landing.
I mentioned a 9.975 is what she needed to tie her career high for the all-around, and she does that. 9.975 for Katie Heenan on the floor, but we still have more for rotation number 4 coming up from the Stegman Coliseum. Will Georgia hold on? We'll find out next. Stay with us.